G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video we're going to be doing the team building guide for the physical Mercenary Tao. He looks absolutely busted, so before we jump into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do team building guides for all the new units that do come out and or easy A. So jumping on straight into the details here, for our teams we've got Earthbred Fighters, Mission Execution, those being the leader skill for this Tao, and then we've also got Dragon Ball Seekers, Dragon Ball Saga, Siblings Bond, Target Goku, Earthlings, and Sworn Enemies. So in particular, Earthbred Fighter is obviously a really good leader skill with the Gokus on it, so we'll be able to make use of a lot of that. So for our links, we've then got Crane School, Supreme Warrior, Coward, The Incredible Adventure, Brutal Beatdown, Dodon Ray, and Fierce Battle. So pretty standard Mercenary Tao links from what we've gotten from him already. And because of that, it means we do lack linking partners, so no 7, and we do have 6. Some of you may not even recognise this unit. This is the Tech Mercenary Tao, Cyborg Tao, whatever you want to call him. Could be fun, I guess, if you're going into a weaker content and you want to sort of muss about with him, see what Tao can do, but yeah, otherwise you're not going to get use out of that. And then to 3 links, we've got General Blue, who is super good with his as the batting unit for Tao. Got the STR Roshi, Physical Raditz, the STR Super Strike Tao, and then Physical Tien. So as you can see here, so far we're really battling for really top tier linking partners, which makes it tough, and it's going to make support even more important for a unit like Tao. So that's where General Blue is going to be really good. And then we drop down to our 2 linking partners, and we do have some really top quality units in here. So we've got the AGL Kid Goku, Dominant Force, Physical Pycon, the STR Bulma, Int Chi-Chi, the Int Hit, and also the Path to Power Kid Goku. So you will see Path to Power Kid Goku is mentioned in a large number of teams as we run through these here. His extra damage reduction support, just utilizing him as a floater, is going to make Tao's defense even more insane. Because remember, he's already got that base 80% damage reduction as is, as long as you got his intro active. So the first team we've got here is Physical Tao's own team, and it was built for if we're 100% going to be using him on rotation. So you can see we've got him as our leader slot there. We've got the General Blue, as I mentioned before. He's going to be probably your best linking partner / support combo. We've got STR Beast and Tech Vegito, Physical Path to Power Kid Goku, and then also Glorio. So this team is jam-packed with support thanks to General Blue, Path to Power Kid Goku, and Glorio. Our rotations here would be Tao and General Blue as one rotation. Then the other rotation we've got Beast and the Tech Vegito. Now I say that with it being realistic, you could go any Earthbred Fighter rotation here and that would work. You could go AGL Kid Goku with Bulma. You could go AGL Gogeta with the Int Namek Goku. Whatever really floats your boat as that secondary rotation. This was just an example. And then, as I said before, we're going to be floating Path to Power Kid Goku. Makes it a lot easier to get his damage reduction support off, which, as we all know, is super powerful. And then Glorio's got that 3-turn support as a floater. So, literally, if you can chuck Glorio on a team just to operate as a floater, definitely would recommend it. So I think this team would work really, really well. Tao's going to be able to sit in slot 1 for General Blue, and then, yeah, for this example, Beast would be our slot 1 for the Tech Vegito. So really powerful team to start off with. Then I have a lot less powerful team, but there is a mission to beat one of the stages with an Earthlings category. Having a look at the category, I think something like this is probably the best I could come up with here. So we've got obviously the Tao, General Blue again, because those two are going to be absolute staples on this team. We've got STR Bulma, the STR Vidal, Tech Mai, and then also the Int Hercule. So for this one, we'd 100% be rocking a Tao on each rotation to operate as our slot 1s with that damage reduction. And then in slot 2, I'd be rocking General Blue again with that support. And then on the other rotation, the STR Bulma. Now, I know it's not 100% ideal to have Bulma still rocking around in teams, considering that she is quite a older unit at this point, but her orb changing, the support, can still add a lot of value to a team like this, and for Earthlings your options are very limited. From there, we're pretty much just going for dodge in terms of our three floaters. So we've got STR Vidal, she gets a 70% chance to dodge, and then we've got Mai and Hercule as well as dodging units to just sit in slot 3, and their role is really just to not bite the bullet. We just don't want them getting capped, and hopefully Tao can really carry us home, because when he's getting off those supers with the massive crits, he can really power home some big time damage. So in terms of an Earthling team, I think this one would work pretty effectively. Then a little slightly different look, and it does have some similarities to teams that we've looked at already, but it is the AGL Kid Goku team. So again, another unit that does lead Earthbred fighters, so that's definitely helpful. So we're going to have him here. We've got the Mercenary Tao, the Tech Vegito, AGL Gogeta, General Blue, and the Path to Power Kid Goku. So sort of two ways you could go about it, and I will say that you do, like, if you don't have General Blue, you're going to need another mission execution style of unit on the team, so just keep that in mind. But for here, it would be Tao with General Blue, and then the Tech Vegito and the AGL Gogeta. Now, obviously those two don't work really well together on the first turn before you're able to get that exchange off. You could potentially rock the AGL Kid Goku in that slot 1 there, just to build you up, and then transform into Tech Vegeta or AGL Super Saiyan Goku, whichever works for you. But ultimately, eventually, that's the rotation that you want to have set up there. And then you want to be floating Path to Power Kid Goku with that orb changing and support. So yeah, again, making use of a lot of similar units, but I think it's just the safest strategy to go for a lot of these teams. Then for the final team we've got here, and it is a bit of a different look, which is always nice, but it's the Physical Kid Goku team. So I quite like the Path to Power Kid Goku. As I said before, his orb changing, his support is phenomenal. So for this one here, we would be going, well, we've got Kid Goku, we've got Tao, we've got the Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the Dynamic Goku, STR Tao to make sure that we get that mission execution active, and then Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So 3 rainbow orb changes on this team should work really, really effectively. From there, we would be rocking Tao alongside one of the Path to Power Kid Gokus. Again, links aren't going to be the best, but we can give off that damage reduction support to really make that work. And just think, there's going to be a rotation where you have Tao and potentially 2 Path to Power Kid Gokus on rotation. Like, that double up damage reduction support is going to be crazy. And then we've got the other rotation of Namek Goku and the Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You can bring in units Beast, you've got the Broly's, like, there is certainly more to work with there other than just those two, but those were the two I picked for the video. As I said, we've got Tao, who will float the STR Tao just for that part of it to get the entrance animation. Then we've got Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks for the orb changing, can potentially pinch in slot 1 for us if required, and yeah, it's just a really, really sound unit. So those are the 4 teams, guys. Not a great deal of variety to work with here, but that's what happens when we get these niche characters, even if they are as crazy as Tao. I think some form of this first team under Physical Tao's leader skill is definitely going to be the way to go, but let me know your thoughts on all of the team builds down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.